All right, so we all know that people like to buy products and services from people that they know, like, and trust. When people meet you in person, they're much more likely to do business with you because they like you. And that's why people come to networking events like this, because they understand the value of personal connections to do business with other people. So if you could be meeting hundreds of people every single week, your business would explode because it's a numbers game. The more people you meet, the more sales opportunities you have, the more you'll sell. But who has time to meet hundreds of people every week, right? So what if you had a way that you could virtually meet people online through your website, your social media sites, and your email? What if you had a way that you could just ongoingly make that personal connection online with no ongoing effort from you, without even having to be there in person? That's what online video enables you to do. To be everywhere at once, selling your products and services in a really compelling, visual, and personal way. So, 3 things I always like to share about why online video is so powerful to grow your business. It helps you do 3 really key things. Number 1, like we just talked about, it helps you make a personal connection. This is especially important for service providers because what you're really selling is yourself. So when you can put yourself on video online, people will feel like they know you. And that is huge toward propelling them toward becoming your client. I always like to tell the story of this blogger that I was following, and at first I just read her blogs, then I saw a picture of her. Yeah, okay, I kind of feel like I know her, I'm getting to know her a little bit. Then she put a video of herself on her blog. Then I was surprised because the way she was on video was different than how she looked or even how she sounded in writing. And I felt like I knew her a lot better then. I felt like I'd met her. And then after that, I eventually did meet her in person, and it was like I was meeting her the second time. It didn't feel like a first meeting. I felt like I already met her because I watched her video. So that really is the power of online video, to make a personal connection. Secondly, video increases your search engine results. Google wants to give people what they want, and increasingly what people want is video. I've heard statistics as high as 60% of all online searches are for video. So Google wants to return video results. In fact, Google wants to return video results for every single key search term on Google page 1. So video is going to help your SEO. And I've also heard a statistic that if you have a properly optimized video on your website, you are 53 times more likely to appear on Google page 1. Third is engagement. Video increases engagement with your potential clients. Websites with video, the average visitor will stay for 6 minutes. Websites without video, the average visitor will stay for only 57 seconds. So video buys you an extra 5 minutes of engagement, and that whole time you're making a personal connection. They're feeling like they know you better. They're wanting to become your client because they like you. They feel like they know you. They trust you. All right, so here's 2 short case studies. I had a client who is a janitorial services provider, and they felt like their business had gotten a little too small. So they needed to do something. So we did a video together. We put it on their homepage of their website. So when people visited their website, the first thing we did was feel like they met them in person. And in that video, we expressed, how they felt about their business. It really communicated their integrity and introduced their staff and their story, that they had been in business for years and years, that they felt like a family. And you could really feel their passion and their integrity for what they did in their video. After their video went up, they got a new account every single week for 10 weeks. They quickly recouped their money, and it was recurring revenue. And their closing rate went from 1 in 3 to 2 in 3. So their closing rate increased by 30% because of that video. And again, the reason it worked is because it made that personal connection. It showed who they were. It made people like them, feel like they knew them, and trust them. And they became their client. The second short case study I'm going to share is a little longer, actually. It's mine. Last year, I rolled out a new video SEO strategy. And I did this strategy on my own website. So that's the case study I'm going to share with you. So in this strategy, I create 24 one-minute videos that get dripped out over time. Each of these, so this is basically enough video to release 2 videos every month for a full year. That's a lot of video content. But we create all the videos at one time. So we batch it, which makes it super efficient, really easy for you to create so much video content at once that you can just use for the whole year. You don't even have to think about it for another year. In each of these videos, answers a frequently asked question. So it's relevant content. It establishes you as an expert in your field. You know the answers for the questions people are asking. And it's search engine friendly because these are the questions people are asking and typing into search engines. Plus, it's just so easy for people to get on camera and talk about frequently asked questions because these are answers that you know like the back of your hand. This is the core of your business. This is what these are problems people are always asking you to solve. So it's easy for you to solve them online and make that personal connection and build credibility. You may even have a frequently asked questions document that you already have that you can just repurpose into video. So it's a very easy strategy. There's two ways I do it, either on camera or whiteboard animated videos. So on camera, where you actually get on camera and speak about these topics, is really great for service providers since what you're selling is yourself. So it creates that personal connection we talked about. The other way we do the strategy is whiteboard animated videos where the hand is drawing out cartoons. Those are incredibly popular right now. I cannot believe how people love these things. Everybody loves watching them. I think the reason why is because you're watching something take shape right in front of your eyes and it's just constantly engaging you. You're watching it get created and you're like, what's that? Oh, I see what they're drawing, yeah, you know. So people are really into it. They just love watching it and it keeps them watching. And sometimes these graphics-based videos have an even higher engagement rate than seeing someone on camera. And I think it's because of the just second by second by second, you know, you're following what's happening. So I'm going to show you examples of both of these kinds of videos. And as you're watching these, ask yourself, how could this work for me? Like if I was going to do this, what would I say on camera? Or what could I illustrate through a whiteboard animated video? So I'm going to show you first the on camera, featuring our very own Ken Schmidt, who's not here today, but he's a member of our group. And then after that, a whiteboard animated video.
As the job market continues to improve and the economy improves along with it, it's more important than ever to consider what you stand for, what you're all about as a professional. In our firm, we call this your professional DNA. We all know what DNA stands for in terms of your chemical makeup of your being, who you are. In this situation, DNA stands for three very different things. It's all professional, it's all focused on who you are as an individual. DNA stands for your drive, your niche, and your accomplishments. So first off, your drive. You figure out what it is that drives you, what gets you up in the morning, aside from your paycheck, and wants to get you out there and really kind of build something for yourself and leave a legacy behind also, what drives you. Secondly is your niche, right? What is your niche? Is it a public company, a private company? Is it life sciences, or is it retail? What is that niche that you want to focus on as an individual, as a professional, that will drive you towards reaching your goals? And then finally, your accomplishments. And these can be your professional accomplishments, they can be personal as well. Perhaps you're a marathon runner, or you've climbed mountains, or done other things. Maybe even you're the first person in your family to go to college, right? So your DNA is really important, whether you're in an interview setting, whether you're out there talking to customers, or just in your general professional networking organizations. It's really important to know who you are and what your DNA is.
Today, you're going to learn a secret that could give your business thousands of dollars every year. It's a little-known program that's been offered through the California Employment Development Department for over 30 years, but not many people know about it. This program is funded from the payroll taxes you already pay. The state of California will actually pay you for the training you're already providing for your employees, sometimes as much as $1,500 per employee per year, every year you stay in the program. So why aren't more businesses taking advantage of this program? Sometimes it's because people just don't know about it. Other times it's because the funding approval process is very complicated, time-consuming, and requires special knowledge of the program to receive the maximum funding. Also, ongoing administration of the program to maintain regulatory compliance can be labor-intensive and requires specialized program management expertise. But now, you're going to learn the most valuable secret of all. Third-party administrators can help you get this funding and manage the program with no out-of-pocket costs to you. Fees are due only after your funding is secure and in your bank account. Some examples of eligible training activities are computer software training, advanced technology training, equipment and machinery operation, continuous improvement, job skill training, literacy, language and math, as well as sales, customer service, and general business skills training. Just about any training that makes employees effective at their jobs. Training can be done one-on-one and in groups, and delivered employee to employee, supervisor to employee, or by outside vendors, and may occur in-house, in the field, and in classes and seminars. We have been helping companies like yours get funding for employee training from the state of California for over 20 years. We're the largest firm specializing in the California Employee Training Funding Program with hundreds of satisfied clients, many of whom have been benefiting from this funding for decades. If you pay California payroll taxes, you owe it to your business to determine how much employee training funding your company is entitled to. Contact us today for a complimentary assessment to receive a potential funding estimate for your business. We'd love to help you take advantage of this great government program to receive the maximum funding available for employee training you're already doing.
Okay, I'm going to be doing a drawing actually for a free YouTube setup, so you can start filling out your drawing cards and we'll come around and pick those up in just a second. Okay, so here are the results of what I did with this strategy. I took this strategy and accelerated it by releasing my own 1-minute video marketing tip of the month onto my own website. Now this is something that I've been using in email marketing for years, where I release a 1-minute video every month, and by the way, people love it because people just love video. They will open the email if they know there's video in there. So I released my 1-minute video marketing tip of the month to my website as blog posts. I released it every 3 days. I basically just grabbed an embed code from YouTube and put it in the blog post and scheduled them all out on WordPress. So I just had to do it once and then it just started running for me. I had an SEO partner that I was partnering with at the time who was monitoring the web for the same keywords that I was optimizing for, and he tweeted me and said, hey, I've been noticing that your site's climbing in the rankings. And I was like, oh, that's great. So within about 3 months, I started getting on Google page 1 for some of my most competitive keywords. And I had kind of given up on getting on Google page 1. I was like, I don't know how to get there. But this is the only strategy I did, and it got me there. So you can see here, Video Producer San Diego, I'm second in organic rankings. Online Video San Diego, I'm second in organic rankings. And YouTube Production San Diego, I'm second in organic rankings. And these are results that I took off the internet yesterday. I did this strategy months and months ago, so it's stuck me on page 1. So that's been great. The cool thing about it too is that you're getting a double bounce. You're not only ranking on Google, but you're also ranking on YouTube, which is the second biggest search engine in the world. So video is helping you rank in the 2 top search engines in the world with the same video. Another cool thing is you'll notice these thumbnail images, they're all from YouTube. Google owns YouTube, so it's a safe bet that Google is going to be prioritizing YouTube videos. When it does return a video result from YouTube, a lot of times it's going to give this thumbnail image. This thumbnail image is really powerful because people love pictures, their eye is drawn to the picture, and people love video. When they see this thumbnail image, they think, oh, I want to click it, it's video. And so even if you're a little bit farther down the page, sometimes you can leapfrog over higher search engine results just because you have that thumbnail image that makes people want to click it. So, so that is very valuable. As I mentioned earlier, Google wants to return at least 1 video result for every key search term. So here's a little test you can do when you get home. Type in the keywords that you want to be found for into Google and see if any video comes up on Google page 1. If there's no video there, that means that is a wide open space where you could be if you had a video optimized for those keywords. So do that when you get home. See if Google's waiting for your video. All right, so Courtney, could I have you go around and pick up the drawing cards? We're going to do that drawing in just a second. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you about several ways that you can gain an audience for your video. So obviously the first one is YouTube. The more videos and the more views you have, the higher you're going to rank in search engines. So it's worthwhile to generate a large volume of content and try to get a lot of views on them. You need to optimize your videos for search. And YouTube is still a lot more simple than what Jeremy does. So optimizing your video for search engines on YouTube is really pretty simple. It's just your title, your description, and your tags. That's the main thing. So you take your keywords, you make sure it's in your title. Right here you'll see I have San Diego video production in my title. In your description, what I like to do is take the actual script that I read for my video and just copy and paste it into the description box. It's fast and easy. You already know it makes sense for humans, and it's keyword rich for search engines. Also, I really recommend that you always put a hyperlink to your website at the very top of the description box. It says http:// and then your website. That HTTP makes it a live link, a clickable link. So YouTube doesn't make it like intuitively easy to get from YouTube to your website, so you have to do it. And that is really your goal. You want to get traffic from YouTube and bring it to your website as quickly as possible so you can convert the traffic there into clients. Also, put your phone number at the top of the description box, because some people prefer to just pick up the phone and talk to a human being. So make that easy for them. And then the tags, when you enter these tags, if you enter them and then put a comma at the end of your keyword phrase, it will group them together. So you'll notice that San Diego video production as one keyword phrase. It's not San, new word, Diego, new word, video. So you just do that by entering the whole keyword phrase and then a comma and then the next one. Next place that you want to put your videos on your website, like I mentioned, consistent, fresh video content on your website will increase your search engine rankings. And I was talking to someone who has some kind of inside track on Google, and they said right now, video is like a legal way to just zoom to page 1. So definitely pay attention to that. Social media sites, obviously post a link to your video as a status update on all your social media sites. And also you can post it as a static link in the profile or the info section on LinkedIn, Facebook, different social media sites. You can also embed the video into your LinkedIn profile. And this is something that will make you stand out. A lot of people haven't done this yet, but a lot of people are looking at your LinkedIn profile. If they can find a video there, they will feel like they met you in person, and that's what you want. Email. There's several email strategies that you can use. Video is a great way to add engagement to your email newsletter. If you put video as part of your subject line, your open rate will increase. My average open rate for my email newsletter, my 1-minute video marketing tip of the month, is 28%. An average for most email newsletters is 12%, so more than double the average, and it's because it's video. And it's also because it's short. People know that it's just 1 minute. I've had people tell me the only reason I opened your email is because it said 1 minute, and I was like, I've got 1 minute. Another great way to use video and email together is to put a link to your primary video in your signature, in your email signature. It's just a passive way to be ongoingly promoting your video. I did this with my main video, and I got, over the last several years, I got 2,000 views. So, you know, it's not hundreds of thousands, but it's something, and I didn't have to do anything for it except put it in my email signature, and that's a great way to convert people into clients. Google local search, and last time I checked, you could upload 5 free videos, and more places are taking video uploads. I've heard Yelp is starting to take video uploads, and so once you have that video, it's a very leverageable asset. You can put it so many places, and that's one of the reasons why it's such a good investment. And then lastly, leverage other people's audiences. For my clients, I always promote their video on my YouTube channel as well as the YouTube channel I create for them. And at this point, my YouTube channel has 50,000 views. Because of that, it's a high authority site, and their video will be seen because it's part of my channel. I also always promote my clients' videos to my social media networks as an example of my work, and so that's like 3,500 people that get to see that video. So ask people to help you, leverage other people's audiences. And one great way to do this is if you guest blog, you can actually embed a video into someone's guest blog. I haven't done this strategy, but I heard about a guy that did, where you take this system called Wistia.com, and it will let you do 3 videos for free, where basically you can upload a video, and then it will give you an embed code that includes a lead generation tool, where in the video, like even wherever the video travels around online, there will be an actual lead generation form that you can collect email addresses. So that's a really cool way to use online video and let it travel around. Wistia, WISTIA.com.